rubber ducky. Yeah, missing the wire. Not even garbage day around here. There's a couple of like scrap vulture type of people around here. They ride around on bicycles and scooters. There's even a couple of people that just walk. They park their van. They park their van and then they go looking into trash bins up and down the street. They have a complete route in the system. Very efficient. Why don't I do it? Look at that lady's like lost from like the 1990s, getting in her early 90s model Cadillac Eldorado. It's kind of funny how people get locked into a style, and then they get locked into a time period and it never changes. Like the hairstyle gets frozen in time and everything else, and like stops. Do you know anybody like that, where they're going along in life and then suddenly everything froze? The clothes that they have, you know, the style, the hairstyle, the car they drive, the stuff that they have, frozen in a time period. In this case, it appears to be the early 1990s. All right, on weirds. Back at this house again, and they gave me one of the snow throwers. I'll put a new carburetor on here. It's junk. Tripod, anybody? Watch me work. cautions abound, right? Boy, it looked like you're having a hard time putting it up there. We got a new carburetor. Oh, your breathing sounds terrible. That's because I have asthma. And look at the weather. I have a cold. You can probably tell by my voice. Get that down. I'll get pulled over for that, for sure. Yeah, I could hardly breathe in this. Plus, these evergreen trees aren't helping either. Whew. Yeah, I had a commenter say, you should go to a doctor and have your breathing looked at. I've had that done many times. Went to the hospital in an emergency room a year and a half ago. I'll smash right into that thing. I hate when people try and cut you off. Anyway. Yeah, I suddenly couldn't exhale, I couldn't breathe out air, and I couldn't breathe in air. It was like I was drowning, you know, like I could not exhale and I could not inhale. And it was after I was having a big coughing fit. You have to understand, about 20 years ago I came down with whooping cough, and that's known as the 100-day cough, or the third world cough, because that's where that cough is. It's prevalent. It's from immigrants, you know, from third world countries. Have measles, mumps, and rubella, and whooping cough. And we give a lot of really so yeah, I had that cough so bad, or I would actually pass out, you know, faint for about 5 seconds. And ever since then, my breathing has been affected by it a little bit. And I got that disease, or whatever you want to call it. It's not really a disease. I don't know. Illness. I got that from the place where I worked. And I worked for my wife's uncle, and her a-hole family would cough and spit on my food that was in the workplace refrigerator. You know, the lunch. So the one guy had, I don't know, all kinds of illnesses and stuff. Oh, you better check to see if you have AIDS or something. No, I don't got AIDS. Okay. No. Well, anyway, I came down on my honeymoon. I came down with the mumps. Okay. And the mumps, they could leave you sterile. Well, obviously I'm not, because I've had kids since then. So I caught it in time, you know. Oh, it's like about like a day into the honeymoon, I felt like my face was swollen, kind of, and I didn't feel right. And yep, went to the hospital. We went to honeymoon down in Florida and Disney World. And yep, sure enough, the mumps. When I got back and was working back at the shop, I came down with whooping cough about 6 months later. the 100-day cough, and they are not lying. And I didn't realize that's what it was. I just thought that I had a cold that was dragging on and on and on. So like a dummy, I never had it checked out until I was well into it. You know, because that's like a third world. It's like a third world illness. You wouldn't imagine. What? Yep. Yep. There are, honest to God, there are people like that on this planet that hate somebody for no reason. Okay, I can't think of a reason. Maybe they got a reason. Okay, that actually hate somebody so much that they're willing to do. They're willing to do weird things to, I don't know, try and put you out of commission. And it never works. I'm still here. So nevertheless, I've had it checked out. When I went to the hospital emergency room, they just said that it was asthma. There you go. Got asthma. That's all it is. Right, you're supposed to use, they gave me one of breathing things. I never used it. Because on the label there, you know, Big Pharma, on the label in a really fine print, it says, may cause, you know, and it's got this list of stuff. Heart failure, stroke, you know, blah, 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 cancer, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I'll pick the devil that I know rather than the devil I don't know. After we were thrown out of the Garden of Eden, it's work to the sweat of your brow. There's also another rule that you need to learn to live by, and there is no such thing as a free ride with Mother Nature. Alright, so when you take, and she takes equally. Okay, so it's an even exchange. It's like having a Christmas gift exchange, and both people exchanging gifts are exchanging $20 bills. Here you go. I got you a Christmas present. Oh, you did? I got you one too. Oh, really? What is it? Oh, wow, how thoughtful. And you just swap $20 bills. And you're pretty much right where you started. You know, further ahead, you just swapped out one for another. So what? We shouldn't try? No, keep trying. Sometimes swapping out one for a different one works out better. I mean, that's the way I live my life anyway. I have these big sideboards on the side of my truck, but they're very inconvenient in a lot of ways. But then again, they save me a world of headache when it comes to dealing with the police, you know what I mean? And the chance that something could fall out of the truck it's mitigated by the fact that there's huge wood sides on the side of my truck and nothing's going to fall out. Or we hope so. We can't see where we're going. You don't have your wipers going. Well, I find that one piece, and then the rest of the video ends up yapping. Because I'm constantly explaining myself. Well, which is okay, I understand it, because with any kind of show, whether it's like real, you know, like television or something, they have an intro. And the purpose of the intro, I guess, is to explain in about 15